Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome in. My name is Bradley, also known as the Swim Coach, and today it is Game Week 32 deadline day. It is Friday the 10th. It is a 6:30 deadline, so we've only got a few hours left before that deadline. So please make sure you get your team sorted out. Make sure you've done all your transfers. You're prepping for this week and ready for next week as well. Um, And then I'm going to show you my team as well, and also the fixtures for this game week as well. So let's get into it, ladies and gentlemen. So my team starts off with Jordan Pickford. Pickford's back in goal against Brentford. It is an away game, but Brentford, I think, for Everton, doing really well. Um, And Pickford has been one of the best goalkeepers this season, so we'll see how he gets on there. Um, Now, our midfield, our defence, it is dominated by Arsenal and Man City, and a Liverpool defender as well. So we've got Gahey and Meathers, both against Chelsea. A bit of a tricky one. I was thinking about either having my sub on the pitch, which um, the only problem is it's against Arsenal, so I'm a bit worried. So that's why I decided not to. But we'll show you in a second. Um, and I think against Chelsea, yeah, fine. But the majority of it is more for the next game week. You can't see on the screen, but for the next game week, ladies and gentlemen, Man City do play Arsenal, but also they've got another game against Burnley. So there's a few little tactics that I'm going to do for that game week, and we'll see. Um, you see what I mean? Next week, there'll be a bit of a tricky one next week, but get there. Especially with next week being a Saturday deadline, so quite nice. Gabriel against Brentford, against Bournemouth at home. If it was the other way round, I'd be a bit scared a little bit. I know I'm saying this about Arsenal, but at Bournemouth can be a bit of a hard task. Um, but at Arsenal, I think with the width of the pitch, a bit more, the home crowd as well, I think that could be a very good one as well. Um, yes, the following game it is against Man City, and it's a big game for Arsenal. We need to get a result out of that. Virgil van Dijk. Now, I'm still not sure with Virgil, but he's getting some points here and there. It's against Fulham at home. Um, okay, I hope they can bounce back from their defeat midweek against PSG. Um, and hopefully from there they can get a bit of a good roll. Yes, the following game week they do have Everton, so we'll see on that as well. So that is my defense, ladies and gentlemen. And our attackers are Simeo, who is my captain for this game week. I think that could be quite nice as well. And we'll see how he gets on there. Bruno Fernandes against Leeds, home to Leeds. It's going to be a feisty game, but I think Bruno Fernandes could do really well, do some good setups, but we'll see. Rice, okay, Rice has been a bit of a issue for me recently, but hopefully we can work this out and we can just see how everything pans out. So we'll get there. My forwards, okay, Danny Welbeck, really good form right now, and it's against Burnley. I was thinking about trying to see if I can find another Brighton player to fit in there, but I didn't really want to, and especially when they've got Spurs next game week at Spurs, could do it, especially with Danny Welbeck. Always love scoring against Spurs. Um, Gran Larson um, hasn't done really well recently. Did do well against Spurs, but who hasn't? Um, yeah, we'll see how we get on there. Ekitiki, um, again, someone who's not got good form, but hopefully will push through and go. If it doesn't work out next game week, I am changing quite a few things around because I think I've got 3 or 4 subs that I can do. So I can switch some of them out and hopefully get some players that are in form. Um, and here are the fixtures, ladies and gentlemen, for game week 32 with that 6:30 deadline. Um, we do start off tonight with West Ham versus Wolves. Then we have a lunchtime kickoff, Arsenal versus Bournemouth. Then we have 2 3 o'clock kickoffs, Brentford versus Everton, Burnley versus Brighton. Then at 5:30 we have Liverpool versus Fulham. Then into the Sunday fixtures we have 3 2 o'clock kickoffs, Crystal Palace Newcastle, Nottingham Forest Aston Villa, Sunderland versus Spurs, and then 4:30 kickoff, big game, Chelsea versus City. Hopefully Chelsea could do Arsenal a big favour. And then Monday night, rounding off game week 32, we have Manchester United versus Leeds United. That's going to be a very interesting one as well. Now, talking about players, as you can see, yes, a lot of people have decided to go with Etikise as being one of the top players out, but I think he can also get some good form coming up. But as you can see, it is dominated between the um, Brighton and Man City players. But let's have a little look right now. Very nice. Berberg, okay, I can give that one, especially low plan, but he's just transferring keepers in and out a lot, which you don't want to do. Senior, okay, yes, good, but against Arsenal and then Newcastle, then has that blank week. You've got to be a bit careful sometimes. Bowen, actually, I quite like having Bowen. That could have been a potential, especially with switch with Ekitiki. That could be something that I may do last minute. But with fixtures coming up, I kind of like West Ham's fixtures, except for the Arsenal game. But other than that, kind of enjoy that. Now, form. This is what I want people to look at closely. Um, Form wise is very important. And this is probably one of the things that a lot of people do miss out on and they forget about. Now, here's one. Okay, Cam Can of lot Canvit. I do apologise. I'm not good with names. Um, Form wise, okay, hasn't really done anything here. Played a minutes here, okay. But other than that, not much. But got 11 in the last game. But that was game week 30. Didn't have game week 31 because that was against Man City. So not really much work on form wise. I think sometimes form, because you've had too many weeks off, it does it. But look at Saliba, 10 points, didn't play against Brighton, and 11 points. So something like that. That's what you got to look at. Bruno Fernandes again, but a lot of it is due to that having too many weeks missed. This one is a very high one because of a lot of people miss game week 31. So carefully look at that, play it, see it. Beto, I know he got 16 points last game week for him, but for me, Beto is very, very good player. Value at 5 million. Okay. Points per match. Okay, 29th. Where's the total points? Total points only 70, 76 points, which for Beto is a bit of a poor one. Um, Points per match, again, that's poor. Now, if you also try and look at points per match on here, I'm sure you can. Oh, maybe not. Or am I being silly? Points per match. There we go. Um, okay, take this player out. He's only played the one game. Okay. Um, and you can see points per match. Look who's up there. Even this one, surprised, but again, that's only 1 point, one game. You do want those that have played more than one game. Okay, you want probably about players that have got like over 80 odd points. You can kind of get it. But Gabriel, Haaland, Bruno Fernandes, Simio, they're the ones where you got to look at. Brian Gimarash, Rice, Pedri, but his form's starting to drop a little bit at the moment. And for me, that's what you got to look at. Anything that's like 5 and above, you can look at. Timber and Saka at the moment is not great because they're injuries. Dewsbury Hall's quite good. Thiago's been there, but again, hit and miss. Look how many 35% of people that got Thiago. So yeah, that's what you got to look out for. But for me, ladies and gentlemen, players you got to look out for this game week is definitely going to be Welbeck. Ben Hickle's there because of how cheap he is as well. So that's quite good there, where you're getting a cheaper player who's form-wise quite good right now and good points as well. Who else? Paul has done well, but starting to fade off. Bosley, form 7. You can take that right now. Saliba, 11. Under the 15% mark, which is what's true identity. You get that and get points, you love it. Cunha, 8%, 117 points. You got to like that. Now, when you go to someone like Haaland Simio, 55, 50, and then Bruno Fernandes, you're not going to gain many points on that. So you got to look closely. Now, Welbeck, yes, he is a top transfer player in, but only 6% of teams have actually picked him. So there we go. That's what I would say, ladies and gentlemen. So actually, let me show you my team one more time. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is my team for game week 32. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe, and also go back and have a look at one of the videos talking about game week 32 and planning from there. So for now, have a lovely time. Good luck and goodbye from now.